How's everybody tonight? Getting ready to kick off our long weekend. You gotta love that. So, we're opening a couple of things today. Both of them came out today. We're going to open a half case of Prism basketball and then a half case of playoff football. And you know what? I learned something interesting, which I somehow had not managed to see before yesterday or maybe day before. Playoff football is going to have some contenders autographs in it and some contenders optic autographs in it. How about that? Preview autographs, they're calling them. So that's kind of cool. All right, before we get started ripping into things tonight, we do have a little bit of information to go over. I'm going to get started on that in just a second. I'm actually trying to multitask something right now. Clearly, I'm not doing a very good job. I'm trying to get to the page that will show me what needs to be paid. There are a couple of teams that were sitting unpaid, and I'm trying to get to the page that tells me if they're still unpaid, but it's not cooperating. So we're going to go ahead and start on down the road here. So we're taking a look first at a couple of breaks that are not listed on eBay. These are breaks that I'm selling spots in directly. That means by way of chat and email. If you're interested in either one of them, the one that's on the screen now, the one that'll be coming up next, you can hit me up in chat. You can send me a message by way of eBay, or you can send me a message to leaderofthepackbreaks@gmail.com. So the first one up here is a random team break for 4 boxes, which is a half case of 2017 Bowman Chrome Mini. So here's what that means. There will be 4 complete sealed mini sets of 2017 Bowman Chrome. Those will be given out by way of random.org. What we'll actually be breaking are the mini refractor parallels. Those come packaged separately. There are 30 with each box, which means we'll have 120 total of them in that break. If you have not checked out the prices of some of those, you should, because there's some really excellent possibilities in there. And the price on that, guys, $40 a spot, but each spot gets you 2 teams, which means we have 15 total spots to fill. 5 of them are filled. We're a third of the way done. Shipping costs are included. We'll break it when we fill it, etc., etc. Our second break, this again is being sold directly by way of chat and messages, not listed on eBay. It's a case of 2017-18 Leaf Greatest Hits basketball. Second case of that will be opening, and we'll throw in a box of 16-17 Grand Reserve basketball. I'll only ship the hits out of 16-17 Grand Reserve, not the base cards. Of course, Leaf Greatest Hits, those are buyback cards. There is also an autographed Leaf Original card in each box that will either be autographed by LiAngelo Ball, LaMelo Ball, or Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma would go to the Lakers. Ball brothers would go by way of random. $100 a spot. Each spot, once again, will get you 2 teams, 15 spots to fill. 3 of them are filled. So if you're interested, hit me up on that, please. So we're taking a look right now at some info about feedback. That is to just let you know that I have my feedback automated on eBay. So what that means to you is anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. And then, of course, you know what? The second thing there is to say thank you. That's because I do appreciate those of you who bid and break and chat and hang out with me every night. So I'm glad you're spending a Thanksgiving Eve with me. We're looking right now at breaks that are listed on eBay. So this stuff is already up in auction format, available for bidding right now. We are going to break a little tomorrow night, Thanksgiving night at 10 o'clock. We'll do a 10-box mixer of Elite Extra Edition Longevity Baseball. Guys, Longevity has different stuff in the box than traditional hobby boxes of Elite Extra Edition. So please make sure that you review that information in the listing description so you know what you're in for there. It's a mix of boxes from 2015, 16, and 17. We will also do a 13-box mixer of Leaf Football. It's going to be 12 boxes of cards, so that's going to be like Leaf Ultimate Draft, Leaf Valiant, Leaf Metal Draft, Leaf Flash. I don't remember all the ones from 2018, and also a Leaf Autograph Mini Helmet. Once again, in the description, you'll find a lot more information about exactly what's included in that. Friday night is a new release night once again. On Friday, Immaculate Football comes out, which is always awesome. So we'll be opening a full case of Immaculate Football and a full case of Prism Basketball, both on Friday night. On Saturday night, we're just going to open one thing, and it'll be the back half of the playoff football that we start tonight. We'll finish it Saturday night. Sunday night is an off night. Monday night, we'll open Immaculate Football. And guess what? Another new release hits on Monday, Cyber Monday. That's when Rookies and Stars Football comes out. So we'll open a case of that on Monday night as well. Here's what you need to know about what we're breaking tonight. I'm projecting it out the door no later than Monday, which is the 26th. I may be able to get it out sooner. It just really kind of depends, you know. It's holiday time, family in, you know, all kinds of stuff going on. So projecting it out for Monday. If I can get it out faster than that, I will. Prism Basketball Playoff Football. Shouldn't have to worry about consolation cards in either one. Every team should hit something. No problem there. Please remember there's no mail service, of course, tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Nothing going out, nothing being picked up. And I'm switching you to that, but I probably shouldn't yet because I might have a couple of teams open. So hang tight there for a second, and let's take a look and see if those people paid or not, all right? If I could get flipping eBay to cooperate with me. Man, it has been slow tonight. Like, eBay's just crawling. And it does not want to show me anything. I just sit and watch it circle all night long. It's just absolutely driving me to distraction, which is what I'm doing right now, watching it circle. Okay, guys, so it looks like what we have open is the Denver Nuggets in Prism. And the last bid amount on the Denver Nuggets was a hair over $27. So does anybody want the Denver Nuggets in Prism Football before we move forward here? We'll wait for a minute on that. Scott is here. Hi, Scott. Mickey's here. Martin is here. And Greg. And Griffin is here, too. Latchman's here. You know what, Latchman? I don't think I saw you last night. And I asked somebody later. I asked Jay Allen. I said, hey, I don't remember seeing Latchman tonight. Like, where was he? And he goes, oh, he was here, but I think you missed him. Like, he logged in the middle of a big run of chat, I guess. So I missed you last night, man. If I didn't say, hey, I'm sorry about that, but I'm glad you're here. So does anybody want the Denver Nuggets tonight in Prism? Yes, no, maybe? How we feeling about it? Anybody, anywhere? That is the one that is currently unpaid. Martin says he's going to be taking care of his here shortly, so we're going to hang on to Martin's for him because, you know what, Martin always pays us on time. He's a little behind the eight ball tonight, and that's fine. We've got you covered tonight, Martin, so you send it over when you have time to get it done, all right? Latchman, are you saying you want the Denver Nuggets in Prism? Is that what, I think that's what you're saying, but before I move onward, I'm going to make sure that that's what you're saying. And if it is, hey, Crystal. Dusty, I think Latchman is saying he wants them, but I'm waiting for confirmation on that. But the last bid amount was $27 and some change, so we're talking $27. Obviously, I would throw the shipping in. Latchman, you are taking them. Awesome. Do you want me to invoice you, or do you want to send it over to me? I don't know which is the easiest for you. I know different people like to do it different ways. So you tell me how you want to do it. And then I'm going to update the spreadsheet here to reflect where that's going. And give me 1 second, guys, to get the spreadsheet updated so I know where this team is going when I go back and look at it later. So I'll be back here with you in just a second. Just get one little thing done here. Well, maybe I'll get one little thing done here. I know. I'm sorry. This part's a drag. When people don't pay and they slow things down, it's a drag. All right. I don't know if that is the correct username. Is it? No, it's not. Well, I got close. Let's see if that fixes it. All right, I think that's close enough. So we'll get that fixed there. Now we can put the last part of the spreadsheet up. So everything we're opening tonight, of course, ended tonight, and we are getting ready to open 6 boxes of 2018-19 Prism basketball. This just came out today. And, of course, everything we're opening tonight, again, ended tonight on eBay, Wednesday night, November the 12th. No, yes, the 21st, not the 12th. Why does one say the 12th and one says the 21st? Like, see, that's why I write it twice, because if I make a typo, I probably won't make it in both places. So there you go. That looks a little better. Like, tonight's not the 12th. Team names are on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders are across from it on the teams are on the left. The winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. I am not doing well trying to read chat and get through that spreadsheet, am I? I kind of made a little mess of that, didn't it? Okay, so Latchman, you said to invoice you. Okay, so guys, if you all, do you mind, Latchman, if I do it after the break so I don't have to hold everybody up? Are you cool with that? Or would you rather me do it right now? Because I can do it either way. Whatever's easier for you. I mean, I see you pretty much every night, so I don't have a problem doing it after the break if you're okay with that, but I also can do it right now if you would prefer. So guys, you saw the background go out of focus right there, and that was on purpose. That's so that we'll be able to look at our cards all up nice and close and see everything without all that pesky zooming in and out that autofocus has a tendency to cause for us. So let me get all of our boxes out, and we're going to get into some Prism. So here's the deal. We're looking for 2 autographs and a whopping 22 Prisms per box. As always with Panini, it is quote-unquote on average. They always say they write it on there, which means that, you know, sometimes we might not get every hit we're supposed to get. Usually we do, sometimes we don't. And every once in a while, they'll replace one of our hits with a rewards point or something like that. If they do that, we'll use random.org to give it out at the end of the break. Okay? Griffin, the reason that the screen was blurry is because, as I was telling you guys, when I set the manual focus, it makes the background go out of focus. So that's why it looked a little blurry when I take autofocus off, because I don't, you know, we don't need to look that far in the background when we're actually looking at the cards. We want to look at them really up close. So that's why you know, it's blurry in the background, but it won't be when you look at the cards. Crystal, you said, did you not see your name up there tonight? I show on the Timberwolves, I show it as, did I cut and paste it wrong? I show it as Johnny Frank on both of those. Crystal, what is your username again? And I will double check that for you. If you just, and I'm going to move this box out of the middle. That's what's making our color go weird. So, man, we are off to I just got you guys off to a terrible start tonight, don't I? I can't seem to get things rolling. So, Crystal, let me look and see here what is going on with that. Every once in a while, guys, I simply forget to clear something when I am cutting and pasting. I forget to clear the clipboard or something weird. So I'm going to check here and see what Crystal won tonight, because she thinks she's got some things that I didn't show on the spreadsheet, so I may have messed something up. So I'm going to ask you all for your patience while I try to clarify this, please. And once again, I have to tell you, it is a slow, painful process tonight, because eBay is moving so slowly for me. I can't get it to load anything quickly. And let's see if I can't figure out what in the world I have managed to do here. Probably just forgot to clear the clipboard or something. And I am showing you sure do have the Sixers and the Timberwolves in here. And I don't know what in the world I put in there, unless I copied the entirely wrong spreadsheet from something else entirely. Did anybody else see their stuff messed up tonight, by the way? Is Crystal the only one I messed up? because if there's a bunch messed up, then it is entirely possible that I grabbed the entirely wrong spreadsheet off of the master. That is not without the realm of possibility. Crystal, I'm fixing the spreadsheet right now, and although I cannot show it to you at this exact moment because we already have cards and boxes open, I will show it to you again at the end of the break, and it will correctly reflect your teams in there. And I am sorry about messing you up on that, and apparently I've knocked the camera over in the midst of trying to do all this. So yeah, this is going to be one of those nights. Obviously, break is not going smoothly at the moment. So apologies for our break kind of not going too well right at this exact moment. And I'm trying to find out, he's got the Pistons and the Rockets. So let me see if I put him in the right place for the Pistons and the Rockets. I did. So I think what I did, Crystal, is I just must have forgotten to clear the clipboard, because that's literally what I do, is just copy it and paste it into the spreadsheet. And after I put Johnny Frank in there, I must have thought I grabbed your username when I didn't. So I'm sorry about that. You are quite correct. Just so everyone knows, I do not use that for shipping. So there would never be any chance of your cards shipping incorrectly if I make a mistake on the spreadsheet that we use for the breaks. That's really just for our informational purposes, but I absolutely always want to correct them. So if you see one like that, which every once in a while I do, for sure, flag it to me, and I will always fix it. We'll put it back up there, Crystal, after we do this break. It's all fixed, and we'll put it back up there. All right, so we've got loads and loads of base in here. As per normal, we're going to buzz through our base at a pretty good clip. We're looking for 2 autographs and 22 prisms per box. Our first autograph out is for the Spurs, and that is Lonnie Walker. And then behind that, we have our first prism out. It is a rookie, and Jerome Robinson for the Clippers. So it seems like that we have more prisms in here this year than we normally do in basketball. That's about how many we would normally find in football, and they gave football very few this year and gave a ton to basketball. So I don't know. They've like flipped the script on us or something. LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs is up next. That's numbered to 299. Then we have Jay Crowder for the Jazz, and that is the Red Wave. And I guess Red Wave is not going to be numbered in here tonight. I think I'll just wait and put most of those in sleeves later. Except for our rookies, we'll do them as we go. Oh, there's a nice one. Nice little rookie hit for the Lakers with Josh Hart. It's numbered to 149. With a little, I don't know, what are we calling that? Purple? Lavender? What are we calling that these days? Fireworks insert with Kevin Durant. Bobby Portis with another Red Wave. And I'm guessing all of those parallels, they're counting towards our goal of 22 prisms per box, which, you know, the silver prisms of rookies are really what we care the most about. There's Kristaps Porzingis, silver prism for the New York Knicks, an all-day insert Oladipo and the Pacers. Chris Webber and the Kings with a prism. They're really starting to roll Chris Webber into a lot of things now that he's back in the Panini fold. So we are going to call that purple and not lavender. Okay, it looks lavender to me, and I know they call it technically purple, but I've got to tell you, it looks lavender to me. Tim Duncan and the Spurs, and that is a silver prism. J.R. Smith and the Cavaliers as a prism. He just, didn't he? Well, he just kicked up a bunch of dust, and then didn't he get released as a result? Giannis, the Greek Freak, that Savage prism insert. We do have a points card. You guys probably saw me lay it down there to the bottom of the pile a second ago. Grayson Allen and the Jazz, a rookie prism. And there's our points card, which means one of our hits bit the dust out of this box, got replaced by a 400 points card. So, yeah. Scott, I didn't see till just now. You typed in the butcher struggling tonight. I know, I am. I don't know what happened. I think we're getting a little bit of a flow right now, but I don't know what exactly. I got myself all off the rails there for a minute, didn't I? We went kind of crazy there for a hot second. Oh, and Crystal, I saw you typed in up there. You were saying sorry for the holdup. No, it's not your fault. It was my fault. I'm the one who didn't clear my clipboard and pasted in the wrong username. So that is not on you, Crystal, at all. That is on me having one of those nights, apparently. Gary Harris and the Denver Nuggets. That's the blue parallel to 199. There's Go Hard or Go Home insert. Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. Steve Nash and the Suns with a red wave. And Scott Pennington, I have a question for you. Why is LaMelo Ball in Lexington? I only saw the headline go by right before I was starting the break, and it said LaMelo Ball is in Lexington. I'm thinking, oh no, what is he doing? I hope he's not going to our campus. Milwaukee Bucks, the Greek Freak Silver Prism. So I'm counting on you, Scott, to tell me what is going on. Matthew Dellavedova and the Bucks, numbered to 75. Now, to me, that one, I would call purple. That other one, I still would call lavender, but they're going to call them all purple. So I guess we have to go with Panini's, take Panini's word on it. Boogie Cousins as a Golden State Warrior with a prism. Fireworks Kevin Durant, insert prism. Oh, see, you said you don't know, but you're going to find out? Okay, good. Yes, you have to let me know, because all I saw was that headline. Honestly, that's probably why our break got off to a rocky start. Because I saw the headline and I thought, oh no, what is happening? He cannot be coming. He cannot be wanting to go to UK. And it just kind of, I think that got in my head. It threw me off the game. For the Knicks, that is a silver prism Alonzo Trier for a rookie hit. JaMychal Green and the Grizzlies, that is a red wave. And somebody asked me in messages tonight about chatting and about how you chat. I used to always say this at the start of the break, and somewhere along the way I got out of the habit of it. But we'll go over that again in a minute when I start opening this other box. Gary Trent Jr., that is a red prism. It's numbered to 299 for the Blazers. And then a fireworks insert, Lauri Markkanen and the Bulls. Solomon Hill, New Orleans Pelicans, red wave. Crystal, you said your local card store couldn't get Prism basketball at all. Well, it is a tough one to get. They never give me as much as I want. They actually gave me less this year than they gave me last year, I think, which is kind of stupid, but I don't know. We'll have a few cases of it anyway. JJ Redick, silver prism for your 76ers. An all-day insert for the Pelicans. Jrue Holiday prism for the Pelicans as well, and that is box number 1. We had one autograph. That was the Lonnie Walker for the Spurs, and then the Panini Rewards points replaced our other hit in there. So chatting, guys. If you haven't figured this out, if you're watching and you want to chat and you don't know how to chat, there's a couple things I can tell you. If you are watching it from a desktop or a laptop, you can just log into YouTube. And as long as you're logged in when you're watching it, it should just pop up and show it to you. Now, if you are, let's say you're on a mobile device, a tablet or a phone, and you're not using the app, but you've typed into the browser www.youtube.com, you would still need to be logged in, but you would also have to, there's a little link or a button or something that you click that says you want to view the desktop version. You would also have to click that from a mobile device through the browser to see it. If you are on a mobile device and you're in the app, as long as you're logged into your YouTube account in the app, you should be able to see it without having to do anything else. So that's 3 different possible ways. I know, it's confusing. But anyway, yeah. Scott, you said LaMelo wants to be recruited by the Wildcats. Oh, man. Now, see, the kid's not even eligible to play. We had this discussion a couple of weeks ago. How are they going to even... There's no way they're going to clear him to play. I mean, his dad had him being paid to play professionally overseas. He's earned money from having his own sneaker with his Big Baller brand. I mean, there's no way the NCAA is going to find him eligible to play, is it? Is there? Kobe Bryant and the Lakers Silver Prism. And this is NOLA. We have a little orange prism to 49 for more. And another prism right behind that is Andrew Wiggins and the T-Wolves. So, I mean, I had read, whenever this was, a week, 10 days ago, about him saying he wanted to play at a high level in college and all this kind of stuff. And they think that they can make him eligible. Well, I don't know how they would do that. Jeff Teague and the T-Wolves Silver Prism. And if they did... Oh, good grief. Please don't let him come here. I mean, I can't deal with his dad. I mean, the kid, whatever, but not the dad. No. He would come, no, I don't want him to want to be here. I want him to spend Thanksgiving somewhere else. Billy Preston and the Cleveland Cavaliers Silver Prism Rookie. I did see that Duke got beat by Gonzaga down in Maui. Crazy. Fireworks insert for Russell Westbrook. There's Bogdanovic for the Pacers with a red wave. Then we have just a plain red parallel, no wave. That is numbered to 299 for the Dysfunctional Wizards. That is Jeff Green. Paul George all day insert George Hill red wave Cavaliers. So, yes, I mean, yeah, I think Duke was getting kind of roasted over losing to the Zags, too, weren't they? A little bit, like getting beat up online. But, you know what, I don't really... Okay, I'm a UK fan. You know I'm not a Duke fan. But listen, they're good this year. So, but they're not going to win every game. If anybody thought they were going to win every game, that's too much to put on those young kids anyway. Anthony Simons, Sensational Signatures, comes out for the Portland Trailblazers, our first SIG out of this box. An Allen Iverson Prism for the Sixers. Fireworks John Wall Prism. For those of you keeping count at home to see how many prisms we are hitting per box. This is Anthony Simons, Portland Trailblazers. That is blue to 99. I'm calling it crystal. You know that Panini goes back and forth between whether they call that crystal or cracked ice, but that's not numbered low enough to be cracked ice, so I'm sticking with blue crystal, my assessment. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Los Angeles Clippers, red wave rookie, unnumbered. Yeah, I'd love to hit the Charles Barkley to come out for you. That would be... nice to hit Sir Charles. We pulled him out of... What did we pull Barkley out of, guys? Pulled him out of something not too awfully long ago, like shortly after... I don't think it was Noir, although that was the first product he was in after he signed the deal with Panini. But we have pulled him out of something, but I just can't remember what product it was. So, I don't know. But Crystal, so your local card store, are they getting the retail version of Prism then? Since they didn't get the hobby version, were they able to get the retail version? Or are they... It doesn't come out this week. It doesn't come out until, I think, the 30th, the retail version. Or did they just tell you, no, they can't get any at all, which would be terrible. Fireworks insert for the Knicks with Porzingis. There's Sergey for the Raptors with a little Prism action. A blue Prism Vucevic for the Magic to 199. Behind that, another Go Hard or Go Home. That one's Kyrie. Then we have a red wave Zach Collins for the Blazers. He couldn't get the hobby, so he is, though, able to get the retail. So that won't be too bad then. Jared Vanderbilt, an ex-UK guy. Rookie Silver Prism Denver Nuggets. I like that plan. You know I like seeing my UK guys come out. There's a nice little Ayton, but not a Prism. There's Kyle Kuzma, Prism for the Lakers. I actually bought some Prism Hobby too. So in addition to the 3 or so cases that we'll have of Hobby, we'll have a couple of cases of retail as well. Because usually you can get some different stuff out of retail, and often you can get some pretty good stuff out of retail. Mo Bamba, Orlando Magic, Silver Prism, rookie. The T-Wolves. Crystal, you are continuing on your run of good luck, aside from me plugging you into the spreadsheet incorrectly. You have got a sensational signature from your rookie, Bates Diop or Diop, whichever it is. MKG, Prism, Hornets. So Crystal, for those of you who don't know, jumped in last night to Triple Threads. And it was her first break with us, and she crushed it with the Phillies and the A's. I mean, just crushed that break. And she's already off to a very good start tonight. Speaking of, this is your teams as well. Allen Iverson, 76ers to 199. That is the blue parallel. Red Wave, Will Barton and the Nuggets. You know, Crystal, I don't know. Everybody's kind of making noises like Kevin Durant will sign with kind of a project, like maybe the Bulls or something when he hits free agency. But don't you find that hard to believe that he would want to sign? I mean, maybe. I guess after you've won that many championships, maybe you don't care. I don't know. Gary Harris and the Nuggets with a silver prism. Rudy Gay and the Spurs prism. I mean, maybe then at that point you just go play in the city you want to play in or with the players you want to play with. I guess kind of like LeBron did in LA. Like, I think, you know, the scuttlebutt was that he kind of told them, you can build around me, you know, it doesn't have to be immediate. This is where I want to live, and this is where I want to work, and this is where I want to play, and that sort of thing. So, I guess it could be the same sort of thing. Well, Scott, I mean, I've heard the Knicks too, but, I mean, the Knicks are another rebuilding project. So, I mean, I don't know. You never know. You hear so many things about these guys, and he's a ways away from hitting free agency yet anyway. I mean, who's to say he doesn't end up staying at Golden State? He might. Everybody was talking about, oh, how Paul George was just going to be a rental with the Thunder until, whoops, guess what? He re-signed. So, I think it's hard to say, but, I mean, certainly it looks like an East Coast team is in play at the moment. The rookie for the Bucks, Dante DiVincenzo, red parallel to 299. Jalen Brunson and the Mavericks. That's a little rookie red wave that went by. And there's a go hard or go home. Speaking of LeBron James a minute ago for the Lakers. DeMar Carroll and the Nets prism. I see a blue Lakers up here. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope happens to be sitting on the top of that little stack, so we'll go ahead and grab him. The blue ones, of course, the blue parallels numbered to 199. Fireworks insert. Jordan Bell, Golden State Warriors, Red Wave. And our parallels are plentiful in here, that's for sure. Enes Kanter, New York Knicks, silver prism. And the Celtics are going to have an autograph with Gershon. Sensational signatures. It's hard to say, isn't it? Petrovic, Blazers. Yeah, say that like 5 times fast. Sensational signatures. I'm not even going to try it because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up saying who knows what. Speaking in tongues. Harrison Barnes, Dallas Mavericks, silver prism. A Prism Colin Sexton, Luck of the Lottery insert. So far, so good. Oh, you want to hit Dr. J, huh? That's Tyler Johnson in the Miami Heat with a silver prism. A Fireworks DeMar DeRozan for the Spurs. Lonnie Walker for the Spurs. Little purple prism rookie to 75 for San Antonio. So yeah, when we do the full case of this, which we're doing, are we doing this Friday night, I guess, the full case of Prism? That's going to be a long break, because we're breaking something else that night, too. It'll take us a while. There's very many cards in a case of Prism, like 1,700 or so, I think. Yeah, a lot. It takes forever to sort a case of it, too, but I do it for you guys, you know? Because I tell you, left to my own devices, whenever there's a lot of cards, I would always break it up into half cases just because it's so much easier to sort and break in half cases. But you guys usually like to break it in the full case, so I suck it up and do those massive breaks. Redemption. Mikal Bridges, Phoenix Suns. That is a rookie prism. You know that Redemption's going to stay face down till the end of the break. So, yeah. You're going to be held in suspense for a minute. Karl Malone and the Jazz, when that still looks lavender to me, but we're going to call it purple to 149. Red Wave, Spencer Dinwiddie, Brooklyn Nets. So, Scott, you know, many of you actually, I think Latchman might be still hanging around here too, but for those of you who know Jay Allen, he sent me a text message earlier, or rather a regular message earlier through eBay, telling me that he had to take his grandmother to the hospital. She's 96 years old, I think he said, so she was in the emergency room, so we need to send good vibes to Jay Allen and his grandma tonight. Channing Frye, Cleveland Cavaliers, silver prism. And there's James Harden, all day insert. Dwight Howard and the Wizards with a prism. And Dwight Howard, guys, I know there's several cards like that. There's Iguodala for the Warriors, silver prism, where they are in the uniform of their old team, but the card will have the name and reflect their current team. So it's always going to go to the team printed on the card, not the team that you see on the uniform. Robert Covington, Red Wave, Philadelphia 76ers. Then we have Allen again for the Brooklyn Nets, Crab for the Nets on a silver prism. Quentin Cook and the Golden State Warriors prism. We have a blue prism, Robert Williams to 199, rookie for the Celtics. A Red Wave Deladova for the Bucks. And that is box number 3. So we are currently at the midway, the halfway point of the Prism break. Of course, we're still going to have playoff football coming behind this. But for Prism, we're at the halfway point. Yeah, I know. I hope his grandma's okay. I mean, that's, my grandmother passed away last year. Many of you who have been breaking with me a long time will probably remember that. She passed away in September of last year, and she was approaching the same age. So it's hard once they get up in the mid and high 90s, you know. Can be like any kind of little thing can happen and send you down a bad path. Mickey, you need some Brooklyn Nets, huh? You need a little love for Brooklyn. Just by the way, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, is it seriously going to be like 19 degrees in New York tomorrow, Mickey? Do you live in New York? You might just be a Nets fan and not live in New York, but I have a friend who lives in New York, but she's in South Carolina right at the moment, so she's not there to tell me what's going on, but my sister told me that today. Rudy Gay, San Antonio Spurs, Silver Prism. Kyrie Irving all day insert, go big or go home, Blake Griffin for the Pistons with a little Prism insert. Andrew Wiggins, T-Wolves Prism, and DeAnthony Melton for the Rockets, rookie Prism. Yeah, I just cannot even imagine watching the Macy's parade outside in 19-degree weather. There is just no way. And I would think it would deflate those balloons when it's that cold. Doesn't it seem like it would? Russell Westbrook, that Savage Prism insert. We have already hit Anthony Simons once for the Blazers, and guess what? Now we've hit him twice. So if you have Portland tonight, you've got a pair of your rookie signatures. Zach LaVine, Bulls. Prism, of course. Oh, Mickey, you go to Texas during the winter. That is smart, my friend. I mean, nobody needs any part of like 70 feet of snow, which is how it seems New York gets sometimes. For the Spurs, that's to 192 with your rookie Metu. Blake Griffin and the Pistons, Red Wave. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist Prism for the Hornets, a Red Wave Mirotic for Nola. Scott, you said gas station pizza equals lot. Oh no. Scott, did you have bad gas station pizza for lunch today and it is wreaking havoc on you right now? Is that what I'm understanding that message to say? That's not good. You were at the horse park working today, right? Or was that yesterday? I lose track. Like, they got lots of places to eat out there at the horse park, don't they? Definitely should not be eating gas station pizza. Especially not the day before Thanksgiving. You have to keep like all kinds of room for all the food. At least I do. I'm going to keep all kinds of room for the food I want to eat tomorrow. Like I ate really light today, you know. Got to have plenty of extra space freed up for tomorrow. An all-day insert for Donovan Mitchell. There's Jamal Murray and the Nuggets with a Prism. I see a little purple crystal coming along around the corner, and it is Melvin Frazier, rookie for the Magic, to 149. Red Wave, James Johnson and the Heat. You, Crystal, you booed Scott back. That makes me laugh. Allen Iverson and the 76ers with a Prism. And the Suns, you're going to have an autograph, but you probably wanted Ayton, and instead we have Okubo for you. But you know what? You're still probably happy to have the hit, but I'm sure you're looking for Ayton if you've got the Suns tonight. Batum and the Hornets with a prism. This is Anthony Simons, Trailblazers. It is Silver Prism rookie. Go hard or go home, James Harden and the Rockets. Dwayne Dedmon and the Hawks with a Silver Prism. And we have a little Devontae Graham out for the Charlotte Hornets with a blue crystal rookie /299. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the Lakers with a red wave. 2 packs left to finish up this box. Yeah, Crystal, that was pretty good, calling it body karate. I've never heard that before. But that is pretty good. I'll give you props for that one. We have got Jerome Robinson /299, Clippers, rookie, red. Fireworks, Embiid for the Sixers. Augustin, Magic, red wave. And a Malik Monk is coming out for the Hornets. Did we get an extra autograph in that box? Am I just imagining things? Oh, because it's not an autograph. It would have been extra, except it's not an autograph. It's a Malik Monk Silver Prism, which for some reason was facing backwards like our autographs normally do. Iguodala Warriors /49, orange parallel. D Rose for the T-Wolves with a prism. 4 boxes down, 2 boxes left to go, and of course we will have a redemption to flip over at the end of the break, at least one. We could always pull another, but we've got one for sure. And then we've got a 400 points reward card that we'll be using random.org to give out at the end of this break as well. Oh, in-body karate. I missed the in. That was the key part, wasn't it? In-body karate. Yeah. Well, that's even better. See, that's what happens when I multitask, right? I catch part of it and not the whole thing. Crystal, you said Alonzo Mourning was your guy for the Hornets when you were a kid. That's pretty cool. What did we pull an Alonzo Mourning out of? Did that come out of Leaf Memorabilia Vault? I think we did pull, but it was for the Heat. But I think, didn't we pull an Alonzo Mourning autographed jersey out of that, maybe? Possibly. I think we did. I've already shipped all that out. Are you guys proud or what? Oh, yeah. All that stuff we broke last night. Did you see your shipping notices? Oh, yeah, you did. It went out today because we decided to take an all-hands-on-deck approach today and just massively, everybody fingers to the bone, and we got everything out the door. Everything. Obviously, what we're breaking tonight, clearly not out the door. But outside of that, everything else, we got it out today because we just, you know what, it's going to be such a crazy next few days. The Kings /299, Buddy Hield, red parallel. Fireworks, T-Wolves, Wiggins, Harry Giles, Kings, red wave. And so, yeah, everybody was busting a move today. Nobody got any breaks until we got everything out the door. So, how about that? Enforced slavery. But it worked. It is Pistol Pete Maravich for the Atlanta Hawks. That is a silver prism coming out of there. And we have Kristaps Porzingis all day and an Al Farouk Amino Portland Trailblazers with a prism. Give me one quick second, guys. I want to do something here real quick. And we'll be, in fact, I will be right back with you in 1/2 of 1 second. I am just taking care of one little thing here. All right, hang on, guys. Sorry. Yeah, we've got someone here who doesn't like my breaks, apparently. So I'm not quite sure why they come into them. Right? So that's the person who complains and leaves neutral feedback because they say I sound like their wife and my breaks are torturous and etc. So I'm not really sure why that person would even want to come back into my breaks because they dislike them so much. They must be very happily married too, to think so poorly of their wife. Courtney Lee and the Knicks with a silver prism. So I just wanted to take care of getting all that out of the way. Fireworks insert Blake Griffin. Then there's George Mikan and the Lakers with a red wave. So yeah, I mean, I don't understand people like that. If you're going to be, you know, first of all, there's no need to be like rude and hateful to someone else. You know, there's mute, there's volume control. If you don't like it, that's fine. But it's certainly not worthy of getting neutral feedback because I sound like your wife and that you find to be torturous. I'm sure she would love to know that. Jaren Jackson Jr. and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then even beyond that, so like you know you don't like my voice, you don't like my breaks, so then why do you then come in and, you know, start commenting? Karl Anthony Towns, T-Wolves, Prism. But oh well, there's a jerk at least once a week, right? So there you go. Oh, Crystal, I don't doubt that. I'm sure, you know, he could have broken with somebody who, if it was a man and they could sit there and, you know, talk about farting and whatnot for 4 hours straight, and I'm sure he'd be high-fiving them. To 199, Patrick Beverly and the Clippers with a blue parallel. And then we have for the Pistons, Go Hard or Go Home, Blake Griffin. And we have a Marcus Morris red wave for the Celtics. But I guess really my thing is, like, if you don't like it and you know you don't like it and all you're going to do is come in and be rude, like, why bother? Just go somewhere else. You know, just go somewhere else. It's really pretty simple. I don't understand why people are that way. Of course, I've got a little cyber stalker, too, that crazy guy with the mini helmet from a few weeks back. He likes to cyber stalk me now, so that's fun, too. Lonnie Walker, the fourth. San Antonio Spurs, that is a silver rookie prism. Solomon Hill and Nola to 75. With a purple parallel. Now, let's see here. We have got about half of this box left. We are not quite to last box mojo yet, but we are approaching it. Scott says, you're afraid of your wife. You know you're not afraid of your wife, Scott. You know you're not. But it does make for good comedy. I will give you that. I always like hearing what you're going to say every night about it. Oh, Martin, of course he's a troll. I mean, there's just no reason. I mean, that's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's just like saying, oh, I hate watching the Avengers and then sitting down and purposefully searching for the Avengers and watching the movie that you hate. I mean, what would be the point of that? I don't understand. It's, you know, people do dumb things. But that's all right. I just wanted to block it out. Troy Brown Jr. from the Wizards. That is a silver prism. The Nets. You asked for the Nets. We've got a net for you. How about that? And I can't say his name. How about that? Currix, maybe? Probably not even remotely close to that. But we all know that the name pronunciation, not my strong suit. But at least we got your hit for the Nets. There's a Justin Jackson prism for the Kings. A blue prism for the Blazers to 199. Nurkic. Crystal says Scott needs an allowance. Is that if he does his chores around the house? Austin Rivers with the Wizards. That is a red wave parallel. I forgot they traded him from the Clippers to the Wizards. I had forgotten all about that till I just saw that card. Oh man, here's Bill Russell for the Celtics. With a blue crystal parallel to 99. Fireworks insert Dwayne Wade and the Heat. There's Lauri Markkanen and the Bulls with a red wave. Those are both unnumbered, of course. But they do have, doesn't it seem to you, though, like we have more parallels in Prism basketball this year than we have in the past? I think that we have had more than normal. Martin, you need a Cavalier or a Bulls hit, huh? There's all-day Paul George insert prism. Victor Oladipo and the Pacers prism. And a Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks. A little silver prism rookie for the Knicks with Mitchell Robinson. How about that? Crystal, you like that one. Russell Westbrook all-day. Terrence Ross for the Magic with a prism. Mickey said you were just getting ready to give up on the Nets and switch to the Spurs. See, you can't give up so soon. And Scott, I agree with you. I love the Avengers. And probably the Avengers was on my mind because, you know, the Black Friday sale at Best Buy. I know I'm shamelessly plugging Best Buy, but it's for a good reason. The latest Avengers movie, the 4K version, is going to be $14.99 Black Friday, Best Buy, which will start tomorrow online. Yeah, $14.99. JJ Barea and the Mavericks. Silver Prism. So, yeah, that's kind of on my mind. I want to round that up. Zach LaVine, Bulls. That Savage insert. So I'm kind of, I'm going to have to score that 4K Avengers for $14.99. There's no two ways about that. Oh, Martin, you didn't know that? Oh, yeah, listen. If you guys are looking for 4K stuff, you can go to Best Buy's website right now, and they have a Black Friday preview. Like, you can look at their whole ad. It's been up there for, I don't know, 10 days or so. You can look at the entire ad. This is Last Box Mojo. We got to stop a minute, Last Box Mojo. Try to get, conjure up the fire out of this. But it will let you preview everything that's going to be on for Black Friday. And there's a bunch of 4K movies that they have for $14.99. The latest Jurassic Park and Ocean's 8. The Avengers movie, obviously, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm trying to think what else. There's more, but it's a really, really good deal. So I'm buying that one. Ikasa, have you already seen the retail? It's not supposed to be out until the 30th. Has somebody already got the retail? Because I didn't get mine yet. I did order us a few cases of retail this year. Not a few, a couple. Because in past years, I end up later going back and buying cases of blasters or the 24-pack retail boxes or whatever, because we're always searching, it seems, for the silver prisms. Sometimes they're easier to find in retail of certain players. So this year, I just pre-ordered some of it up front. But but the date moved, so I don't have mine anyway. Oh, you watch Infinity War once a week. I don't watch it once a week, but yeah, I like it. Oh, Mickey, I'm definitely going to buy it. I can't play it to you during the break, though, because I don't have any way to do that. Well, I guess I could put a little picture-in-picture, a little screen down there, but I think I might get slapped with a copyright violation by YouTube if I did that. Sorry to tell you. A blue parallel Rudy Gay for the Spurs. That's numbered to 199. Tim Hardaway and the Knicks. That's Red Wave. Goran Dragic and the Heat with a silver prism. Prism for Marc Gasol and the Grizzlies. That's not the base silver. Oh, Griffin, you said you have the Raptors. I don't think we haven't hit any. Have we even hit parallel? I'm sure surely we've hit parallels for the Raptors, haven't we, guys? Or have we not? I don't know. Raptors, I don't know, Griffin, if we have or not. Not autographs, but I don't know about parallels. Maybe. A silver prism for the Nets. It's your rookie, Musa. Fireworks insert. Celtics, Kyrie. Hey, here's Doncic on a red wave. I wish that was a base silver prism, honestly, but it's a red wave Doncic for the Mavericks. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy is also good, too. Yeah, you're right. All of the Look, I like all of the Marvel movies. All of them. I'm kind of I like all the superhero stuff. But Marvel is my favorite. More so than DC. Although I did like the Dark Knight and the Christopher Nolan versions. The remakes. Bruce Brown to 299. That's red for the Pistons. But I'm usually more Marvel than DC. Malcolm Brogdon, Bucks, red wave. A silver prism, Buddy Hield and the Sacramento Kings. Go hard or go home, Nowitzki insert. Fireworks, Jokic for the Nuggets, which is also a prism insert. Dwayne Dedman. Why am I just sitting there looking at Dwayne Dedman? I don't know. I thought he was a prism when I saw him on the big stack over there, but turns out he was not. However, we've got a nice low number coming up. This should be numbered to 10. But wait a minute. There is a prism I missed. Al Horford and the Celtics. Oh, I didn't miss showing him to you. I just missed calling it out as a prism. Didn't notice it when it went by. Paul George and the Thunder numbered to 10 with the gold parallel. How about that, Oklahoma City? Paul Pierce, Celtics, prism. Even Paul Pierce got in on the act today and said the Wizards were like completely dysfunctional and just needed to all be sent their separate ways. It's like, wow, okay. Oh, Wonder Woman. Somebody said Wonder Woman. Oh my gosh, Wonder Woman. I loved that movie. Jacob Evans III, Golden State Warriors. Yeah, I thought Wonder Woman was extremely well done, and the girl they cast in that was like perfect for the role. Bruce Brown, prism for the Pistons. John Stockton, silver prism, Jazz, fireworks insert for the Blazers with Lillard. Zaire Smith for the 76ers. And Zach LaVine and the Bulls to 299. Red, parallel, fireworks, Donovan Mitchell insert, Lonzo Ball, red wave for the Lakers. Now we're closing in on Prism. We don't have a lot left, but we do, of course, have the redemption to flip and the points card to deal with yet. Pink Crystal, Paul Millsap, Nuggets to 149. Kyle Kuzma, all day insert, red wave Durant for the Warriors. Yeah, Gal, you know, I've heard her name pronounced two different ways, and I'm certainly not the one to get it right, but I've heard it pronounced Godot, and then I've heard it pronounced Godot. I don't know which one of those is right, but I've heard it pronounced both with a silent T and with a very hard pronounced T. So I don't know which one's right. Aaron Holiday, Pacers, silver Prism rookie hit. And the Nets hit again. Man, you asked for the Nets, and then all of a sudden you just got a deluge of them. There is Musa again. So the Brooklyn Nets went from like 0 to 3 hits, I think, and there. Jason Tatum Prism for the Celtics. We're going to have to see if Crystal's right and that redemption is going to be her Charles Barkley. She thinks it is. She's feeling the love for it. Blake Griffin all-day Prism. There's an all-day Steph Curry insert. A Rudy Gobert Prism for the Jazz. And that's the end of that. But before we recap, there are 2 things left to do. 400 points to give out and a redemption to flip over. And then we'll go to the Panini website and verify it. Find out what's going on with that. Yeah, see, that's what I always thought, too. I always thought it was the silent T with Godot. And then somebody at an award show or something pronounced it with the hard T on the end. And I was like, really? Because I did not think that's the way you pronounced it. But that is how they pronounced it at some show. So, I don't know. Oh, dang, that's nice. Crystal, that's not who you wanted, but that's nice. That's Embiid, man. That is nice. And so we're going to go verify, of course, that's the 76ers. Its signatures is the card set. The card number is 48. And Crystal's incredible run of good luck with the cards is following her right into tonight. She is just continues to do very well. She's got the feel for the teams to pick right now, that's for sure. So we got to load through all this drop-down menu just to go see that that's going to say the 76ers. But you guys know that's how I do it. I always go verify them if there is the checklist available on the Panini website or on the Topps website. I'm always going to go look it up. That's just how I do it. That way there's never any question about it. We all kind of are on the same page. Right there it is. Embiid, Philadelphia 76ers, just like we thought it was going to be. So, how about that? Crystal is happy now. Jay Allen, you are here. How is your grandmother? Okay. Oh, she's okay. Good. I told everybody earlier, I didn't think you'd mind, but that your grandmother was in the hospital so that, you know, everybody could kind of be sending you the love, sending you the good vibes. And so I am glad to hear that she is okay. I mean, a broken arm is not great, but certainly it's better than what, you know, other things could have been. So we have a 400 points reward card that we need to get rid of here. One of you is going to get lucky and take that home with you. We're going to head over to the spreadsheet. This is the easy part. I'm going to copy all of our team names, and then we're going to paste them into random.org. And because we have so many items in here, 30 teams, right? We're going to just hit random one single time. Whoever ends up in the number 1 position after I randomize everything will end up getting that 400 points card. So scrolling through so you can make sure your team is in there. Everything is as it should be. Good luck to everyone. And we come up as the Bucks. All right, Milwaukee Bucks are taking home 400 points tonight. That that took one of our hits away from us. But, I mean, that's a hit in and of itself. It's just, you know, a different kind of hit, I guess, is all. All right, so let's recap this, and then we're going to be going into playoff football. Paul George, Oklahoma City Thunder, gold parallel numbered to 10. That's our lowest number card. We had, you know, some others to 49 and whatnot, but that's the lowest one. Joel Embiid for the 76ers. Did not appear that it's going to be numbered, but that's still an excellent hit if you've got the Sixers, and we know Crystal does. The 400 points card awarded to the Milwaukee Bucks. The Nets with Musa. The Warriors with Jacob Evans. Kurix for the Nets. Jaren Jackson Jr. comes out for the Grizzlies with sensational signatures. Okabo for the Suns. The Blazers, Anthony Simons, sensational signatures. There's Gershon for the Celtics, sensational signatures. T-Wolves, Bates Diop, sensational signatures. And there's another Anthony Simons, just like the one we saw a minute ago for the Blazers. And we started things off tonight with the Spurs and Lonnie Walker IV. So there we go. That is this half case of Prism basketball. Of course, we are going to be opening Prism as a full case in a few days. On Friday night, I think it is. We're going to bust into a full 12-box case, which will take us, looks like a long time, because that was only a half box, and it took us a long time. Of course, then again, I did have things, I did have a little bit of a rocky start, didn't I? So that might be why. All right, let's get our spreadsheet information up again and take a look at playoff football here, because that's what's coming up next. So once again, I'm hoping to get everything out the door to you by Monday that we're opening tonight. That's Prism and Playoff. It might go out sooner. It might actually be Monday. It's just hard to tell, this being a holiday. And, you know, you got family time and other stuff you squeeze in. So it's hard to know exactly what day it will go out. But it will be out no later than Monday and possibly sooner. Don't plan on sooner, but possibly sooner. And I don't believe we've got to worry about consolation cards here. There should be tons of cards in this break, enough for every team to pull some cards for sure. So we're opening 10 boxes of 2018 playoff football. It's a half case break. Break number 1 just came out today. And of course, everything, once again, same typo because I copy and paste. Ended tonight, Wednesday night, the 21st is what I'm trying to type in there. See if we can just go about getting that fixed. Right in one place, wrong in the other. Team names, of course, are on the left-hand side. Your name is up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side if you are the lucky winning bidder in here tonight. And playoff football has got other stuff in it. It's got Contenders preview autographs in it and Contenders optic preview autographs in it. And you know what? We need to hit some of that because, like, I want to pull those. This is a 20-box case. And, you know, normally, guys, when we're doing these big cases, I just take everything out and I number it on the end. You know, if we're doing less than a full case, and we use random.org to determine which boxes we open on any given night. But with 20, that would like take us a long time to get everything out of there and number that. So I'm trying to see. These are designed. Does somebody just want to call left-hand side of the case or right-hand side of the case? Or do we really want to take all 20 out and number them? I don't know. I guess we could, or we could do top of the case, bottom of the case. I'm looking at how it's designed in here. It looks like it's in 4 rows of 5. All right, Martin is just going to call it for us. Right-hand side of the case. I like that plan, Martin. Because taking all 20 out and then having to number all 20 and use random would be a little, a lot for this particular break. So here's our right-hand side of the case. And let me make sure I got out. Should be 10, 3, 6, 9, 10. Great. All right, let me set Mr. Left-hand side of the case back down on the floor. And we got to get cracking on some playoff football. Oh, dang, Randy, you said left, but it was right after Martin had said right. So then I had already taken him out of the right. Sorry. And then Buckeye and Lashman chime in and said right. Randy, I guess we outvoted you. I'm sorry. I usually just take the first one I see up there. And you know what? You guys were probably all typing them at the exact same time. I just took the first one that popped in on my side. But either way, we're going to have good luck tonight. It's, you know, it's Thanksgiving Eve. We're bound to have good luck, right? So each box we're looking for 2 autographs and 2 memorabilia cards. You guys know the drill. It's Panini, so they say everything is on average. And we're going to have a lot of base in here. And as normal, our base will kind of buzz right on through it without spending too much time on it. XRP, you have got the Vikings in here. Okay. Martin, you're looking for the Tom Brady autograph. Looking to pull Mr. Brady out of playoff football, huh? And Crystal and Jay Allen, they said they're out of here. You guys are out of here, so all right. Or no, Crystal wasn't saying that. Crystal was answering White Boy's question. Yes, White Boy. We are starting playoff football right now. You figured that out. In the meantime, no, sorry. I didn't see your comment up there because I was getting all this case out of here and together. And thank you, Crystal, for hooking him up and answering his question. I appreciate that. So playoff football, now this is weird, right? Playoff football is always so easy to get. Haven't we all seen playoffs from past years that you could buy probably 2-3 years after the fact? You can still buy cases of playoff football, and it's not really ever any problem to kind of get as much as you want of playoff football normally. Oh, you know what? That is not the case this year. They, I started to say rationed, they allocated playoff football this year. And then I was like, are you kidding me? And supposedly they're sold out of it. Now, is that not weird to you? It is to me. We are starting off with the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is Dallas Goedert is our autograph number 1 coming out of there. And a little insert here for the Panthers and Cam Newton. That's an Air Command insert, which is actually kind of cool looking. I like it. I can be about that. Jimmy Graham is flipped over because he's numbered to 99. That's why. Stargazing insert, Zeke. Josh Allen rookie wave insert. If anybody wants any of these kid reporter codes, if you want to sign your kid up, you are more than welcome to just, you know, hit me up or write it down or whatever. Cam Chancellor, playoff, actually Hidden Gems, I think, was the insert series. Playoff Heroes is that one. Eli Manning, a rookie wave, Baker Mayfield. And Joe Flacco for the Ravens. With a little accolades relic. As you see, one of our hits got 86th with a 400 points reward point card. It's going to be the exact same deal that we did with Prism Football. If anybody, some of you were probably on for that. And it'll be the exact same thing. So at the end of the break, any of those rewards points that we're hanging on to, we'll divvy up using random.org. Kareem Hunt Game Day. And it is a nice 2-color relic. I like that. Numbered to 50 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Rookie wave Michael Gallup for the boys. Thunder and Lightning. Oh, that's cool for the Vikings. I like that insert. Another Air Command. So the inserts, I think, look nice in here this year. I'm a fan of that. Kerryon Johnson is numbered to 25. Nice. For the Lions. Thunder and Lightning for the Saints. Air Command Eagles. Calvin Ridley for the Falcons. That is numbered to 49. Playoff Heroes. Big Ben. Rookie Wave Anthony Miller. So yeah, I think as a whole they've done a nice job with playoff this year. Thunder and Lightning Cowboys, Hidden Gems, Bo Jackson for the Raiders. Another one of those codes if you want to enter your kid to be a kid reporter. Minka Fitzpatrick, numbered to 99. Playoff Heroes, Air Command. That was Tom Brady on the Air Command. Thunder and Lightning for the Texans. Rookie Wave for the Broncos with Bradley Chubb. But yeah, I'm going to be bummed if we do not end up getting one of those Contenders autographs or one of the Contenders optic autographs, because they're in here. Previews of them, they call it. And I want one. And goodness knows I'm not going to be able to go back and buy more playoff football because apparently, I mean, they don't have it. Supposedly, which seems, I mean, that still just seems so strange to me. But you remember they told us that last year for basketball too. Both hoops and Donruss basketball. They said, oh no, it's allocated. We don't have enough to go around. You know, you can't have as much as you're ordering. And because, you know, everybody kind of had a pretty good idea that last year's rookie class in basketball was going to be pretty special. And then don't you know that it wasn't 3 months later? Oh, they're marking it down and trying, oh, don't you need any more hoops? Don't you need more Donruss? I'm like, yeah, no. Needed it when it came out and you wouldn't sell it to me because you said you didn't have enough. Don't need it now. But haha, that you have to mark it down and sell it for less. But I guess they've got to make their money same as everybody else. But I think it's a strange business the way they do a lot of these things. In terms of who's able to buy what. Armani Watts, Kansas City Chiefs. That is numbered to 49. So, I mean, I'm just thinking about Crystal saying that her local card shop couldn't even order Prism basketball. I mean, how do they expect these local places to stay in business if they can't even sell, you know, if they don't sell them any products? How are you supposed to keep the doors open? That kind of stuff is crazy. Derek Carr and the Raiders accolades insert, or relic rather. It is an insert, but it's also a relic. Another Stargazing Zeke, Hidden Gems that went by. A Redemption, you know the drill. It's going to hang out there face down until we get to the end of the break. Then we'll flip it over and find out what's what. Gronkowski to 99. So we're working our way towards finding you the Patriots that you need tonight, Martin. Thunder and Lightning, Thielen for the Vikings, and Diggs, both. Not just Thielen, but he was the one on the top of the card. Thunder and Lightning for the Bucks. Hidden Gems is Josh Norman. Playoff for the Seahawks. Rookie for the Falcons with Calvin Ridley on the rookie wave insert. Buckeye for fun. You watched a half case break of this earlier and they had 3 redemptions in the half case. So, yeah, I hope, you know, We'll see if that's kind of the law of averages, if we end up in the same shape or not. And you know me, I always prefer to have less redemptions, but I would still rather have the redemptions than the points, given the choice. Mike Gesicki and the Dolphins comes out next. So, of course, our other autograph is the redemption. So, we won't know what that one is for a little while yet. Ray McLeod is numbered to 99. A Thunder and Lightning for the Packers. Baker Mayfield, rookie wave. So who were, that's what I was getting ready to ask you, who was the redemption earlier? You said one of them was a Mayfield. Do you remember who the other two were by any chance? Jalen Samuels to 25 for the Steelers. And they didn't pull any points out of there. Really? They didn't pull any points out of that, but they had a Baker Mayfield auto. Oh, you know what? The points might be in the second half of their case then. Texans, Thunder and Lightning. Because that's one thing I would say we've got a pretty good handle on these days, is that if you hit some, what I would call some of the bigger hits in autographs, if you're hitting Saquon or Baker, that type stuff, you almost always find rewards points in the case as well. DJ Moore and Dante Pettis were your other two. Okay. Carson Wentz, game day. That's a nice looking relic. It is numbered to 50 with your 3-color relic for the Eagles. Had themselves a couple of hits so far. Rookie wave was DJ Moore. So, I mean, there's a pretty good number of cards in each one of these boxes, but it's not so many as to be unmanageable, so that part's nice. But you know, Friday is immaculate football. Oh, I'm pretty psyched about getting into that one. I looked at some of the preview pictures today. Panini had them on their blog. And, man, there's some nice cards in there. Of course, we know that anyway. Immaculate, impeccable. They're always really nice products, but there were several cards they showed in the preview that I just thought, oh, I would love to have that card. So, looks to be pretty solid this year. So, I'm excited for that to come out on Friday. Hopefully, our stuff is going to get here Friday. It was supposed to... They were supposed to have shipped me Immaculate and Rookies and Stars and everything to arrive today, is what they had told me they were doing. And then they didn't get it shipped out on time. And so I had them, they had to overnight me the Prism and the Playoff because we were opening it tonight. And then the other stuff, I guess they sent and they said it, I mean, they sent and said it's supposed to show up on Friday. So I hope it does. Robbie Anderson and the Jets autograph. Game day signatures there. Martin, you said you redeemed the Dante Pettis penmanship. You're you're crossing your fingers that you'll get it sometime this year. Well, you might. I haven't looked at the redemptions lately to see if Dante's been signing or not. That Thunder and Lightning was the Saints. So I don't know how much he's been, how recently he has signed for them. But it's definitely possible. I mean, you certainly don't have to worry about 49ers, you know, being in the playoffs. That's to 99 for the Bengals. So worst case scenario, at the end of regular season, you figure he's going to have time to sign. So... Of course, just because they have time to do it doesn't mean they will actually do it. So they're saying Trubisky's probably not going to start, huh? Getting bummed up the last game, so he's really actually going to sit on the bench, I think. Game day relic, because they play tomorrow. Not enough time for him to heal up after the weekend's game, so going to be backup QB there. Thunder and Lightning for the Giants, rookie wave, Baker Mayfield again. Lorenzo Carter and the Giants to 99. Playoff Heroes, Matt Ryan and the Falcons. And then that was Russell Wilson on the... I always want to call that Air Raid. That is not Air Raid. It is Air Command. is that card that I keep wanting to call Air Raid. I know, Martin, that was mean. I shouldn't have said they're not going to be tied up in the playoffs. Well, but they're not. I mean, you know, they can't help it. Jimmy G went down. I mean, you know, you can't, you know, there was no way to foresee that happening. Minnesota Scenes, you are looking for a Kirk Cousins 1 of 1. Well, we need to... That's a very specific and focused sort of request. So that would probably take a lot of mojo to deliver that one, I'm thinking. But it doesn't take a lot of mojo to deliver Shaquem Griffin and the Seahawks. Or maybe it did take a lot. But either way, that's a nice hit if you have Seattle Seahawks tonight to get Shaquem Griffin to come out. Hidden gems there for... Mr. Chris Hamburger, Playoff Heroes, more Air Command that I keep wanting to call Air Raid. Buckeye, you said there was a 1 of 1 in the case that you saw, the Jackson kid from the Packers. Okay. Jamison Crowder to 99 for the Redskins. Chargers with Thunder and Lightning, a Hidden Gems, Raymond Berry. Yeah, we've had pretty good luck with 1 of 1s lately in general. That's to 49, John Kelly and the Rams. There's more Thunder and Lightning. That one was the Eagles. Cortland Sutton is coming up next. And Mr. Cortland Sutton is a Bronco, of course. Lucas, you just want a Texans hit of any kind. So you're not picky about it, you just want it to be the Texans. Well, we ought to be able, I would hope that the Mojo could deliver that to us anyway. We're going to try our best, Lucas, to deliver you a Thanksgiving hit in the form of the Texans. Buckeye, that's the 3rd Griffin you've seen come out of playoff? Wow. Kind of surprised, because up to this point he has not been coming out with a lot of regularity. I mean, he comes out here and there, but I certainly haven't seen him coming out like in that kind of quantity on a regular basis. So, maybe did they just save up all the Shaquem Griffins and put them all in playoff? Like, I don't know, maybe. So when you were watching the other breaks, how many contenders or contenders optic did you see come out? Any? I mean, how hard or how easy are they to find in here? Because I'll tell you straight up, I really want to find one. I'm terribly motivated to find one. Be super bummed if we don't find it somewhere in the case, if not in this half, in the next one. It's Titans and Cowboys. Dylan Cantrell and the Chargers to 49. There's a Thunder and Lightning for my Steelers. Sam Darnold, rookie wave for the Jets. Playoff Heroes for the Packers. Hidden Gems, Rodney Harrison. Yeah, seeing Aaron Rodgers on that card, they had him, I guess it was in Bleacher Report today. They were saying, I guess his brother's talking smack about him again on social media. Like, that's kind of strange. I don't really know what goes on with his family, but we all know, like, they don't get along because his brother's, like, always smack talking him. Seahawks, Thunder and Lightning, a rookie wave, Sony Michel and the Patriots. DeAndre Hopkins and the Texans numbered to 99. Playoff heroes Matt Ryan. There's a Josh Rosen rookie wave for Arizona. Thunder and Lightning for the Rams. There's Air Command for the Chargers with Phillip Rivers. You saw one optic in a half case. Yeah, okay. I figured they're going to be pretty hard to hit. But, you know, we don't get, I don't think, they haven't even announced the date yet for Contenders Optic. But Straight Up Contenders is due to hit the day after Christmas. So, I would say if we pull, I mean, I think there would be good value for pulling either of those, Contenders or Contenders Optic preview autographs coming out of playoffs. Probably have a pretty decent little value since the main product is a bit off in the distance before it shows up. Here's a Viking for you. It is Dalvin Cook, Game Day Relic for Minnesota. Steelers with the Air Command. Mike Gesicki to 99. Thunder and Lightning for the Lions. Oh, there's a rookie wave Lamar for the Ravens. Royce Freeman and the Broncos right on cue because Minnesota or Buckeye 1 had just typed in, I think there's a lot of Broncos hits in this product like a second ago. Right on cue. There comes Royce Freeman out for the Broncos. It was Minnesota that typed it, yeah. Rookie wave, Darius Geis and the Redskins. Here's a Dante Pettis, turning pro relic for the 49ers. Speaking of, Julio Jones, numbered to 25. I'm so used to flipping those over and they'll all be to 99 on the veteran players, but no, that one's to 25, a little bit lower than we expected for the Falcons. Stargazing for Zeke, Hidden Gems for Bo Jackson. And the Raiders. David Njoku comes out as an autograph hit. Game Day signatures for the Browns, and it's numbered to 75. So the Browns are on the board anyway. So far, so good. You're saying in the other half case you watched the Colts made some money, huh? Yeah, so far in this half, I mean, I feel like we've been pretty okay with the way the hits have been distributed. I mean, there's not like any one team that's got a million of something. And honestly, if this hadn't also been Prism release night, which is kind of a long break even in a half case, we probably would have just broken the whole 20 boxes of this tonight, but I figured that half of Prism would probably take us close to an hour, and I think it did. And so then I didn't want to pile 20 boxes of playoff on top of that. Griffin, you have got to get up early, so you're heading out. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Griffin. And if you are traveling tomorrow, safe travels. We are breaking tomorrow night, too, so if you get bored, come back and hang out with us tomorrow, too, Griffin. Meanwhile, we'll try to keep working the mojo to find you what you need in here. Kyle Lauletta and the Giants. And you know, surprisingly, they did not release him after his little run in there with the law. The long arm of the law. Yeah, so they must like him pretty well, I guess. Cowboys, Thunder and Lightning, rookie wave, Lamar Jackson. Pat Mahomes. We all like Pat Mahomes these days. That's numbered to 99. Josh Rosen and Nick Foles. Because the kid is just fun to watch. I mean, even though that was a ridiculous score Monday night, I mean, an absurd score. The two teams combined was 105 points or whatever it was. It's still kind of fun to watch. I just like that kid. He just lets it rip. That is to 99, Keenan Allen and the Chargers. Stargazer Rogers and a rookie wave Geis. I see another redemption right here. So we now have a pair of redemptions that will be flipping over at the end of the break. Thunder and Lightning Texans, Hidden Gems, Zach Thomas. Yeah, that Monday Night Football thing was like crazy. It was just like crazy to watch. And especially right there at the end. I mean, what even happened there? The 28 seconds or whatever is all they ran off the clock. I really thought Pat Mahomes would come back after suffering the interception, but then getting the ball back 28 seconds later. Still had time left on the clock. I really did think the kid would come back and win it. And, I mean, he gave it his best shot, but that last Hail Mary, of course, got intercepted as well. And can't survive those back-to-backs like that. Minnesota, you said your boss bails people out of jail, and you would bet teams don't want to lose anyone at all. What do you mean? What? Uh-oh, I don't know what we're talking about there. Oh, you're talking about Lauletta. I had to think about that a minute. Okay, I gotcha. Took me a minute to work my way back to that one. Alvin Kamara, accolades, New Orleans Saints with a relic. Yes, Martin, you are right. It was a lot of back and forth and not a lot of defense played. You're right. That's to 99, Cardinals. Christian Kirk. Thunder and Lightning for the Saints. There's the Bengals. Error Command. Anthony Miller and the Bears. Chicago getting involved. Well, Buckeye points out, well, the defense did score several times. Well, that's true. There is that. But I don't know. I mean, it's like we've had this conversation before, and you guys are right. I mean, I think that was the whole goal of a lot of the rules changes that they made. I mean, obviously, yes, they're trying to keep players safer and that sort of thing. But I do think you're right. A lot of the changes were designed to kind of end up where we end up with these shootout kind of games and like basketball scores. It's kind of crazy. But I think we all expected Chiefs and Rams to be 1,000,000 points, and pretty much it was. Minnesota scenes, it is 2 memorabilia and 2 autographs per box. Yeah, so 2 relics, 2 autographs per box, and again, you know, they say quote unquote on average, but so far I think we've been clocking exactly that. 2 and 2. Granted, a couple of our autos are redemptions, but we haven't had anything replaced by hits or any hits replaced by point cards or anything yet up to this point. So, Turning Pro, DJ Moore and the Panthers. Turning Pro relic. Buckeye, you said you had the Bears. In the other case, you wanted Miller and you got Roquan Smith. Rookie wave, Saquon Barkley and the Giants. I mean, that's always the way it works, right? It's whatever team you like, the next one you watch will be the hits you wanted for the team you had in the last break. Thunder and Lightning, Jags, Kirk Cousins, Air Command. I mean, that's just Murphy's Law sometimes, isn't it? Stargazing, Julio Jones, Phillip Rivers, Air Command. It definitely can be challenging at times, especially when you see it come out of the other breaks and it's like, oh man. Numbered to 99, that was Lamar Miller and the Texans. Thunder and Lightning for the Bucks. Nyheim Hines, rookie wave for the Colts. Now he's one we haven't seen in a while either. Earlier in the year, his autographs were coming out in massive quantities. Then they kind of dialed him back a little bit. Haven't seen him as much recently. Jalen Ramsey to 25 for the Jags. And we've got a rookie wave there for the Falcons and a Marino playoff heroes for the Dolphins. Playoff heroes Big Ben. And there's a hidden gems for the Eagles. Martin's talking about when they did the same thing in basketball, talking about protecting the shooters, and you know, and now the scores are 120 plus a game. I agree, and honestly, that's part of the reason I like college basketball better than I like NBA basketball. Because to me, the NBA games have just become so much of a shootout. I don't know, it's somehow not as much fun for me to watch as the college games. I prefer college basketball, but pro football. I watch college football too, but I really like pro better. Baseball, actually, I like a little of both. I like collegiate and pro baseball. I probably watch more professional than I do collegiate, but I like them both pretty equally. Dolphins, Ballage, Kalen Ballage, another guy who comes out a lot out of 2018 football with an autograph hit for the Dolphins. Buckeye, you said you were just coming in to say happy Thanksgiving and you decided to stay and watch, and now you're torturing yourself because you see the hits coming out. Aww. Buckeye, I'm sorry. That's no fun. But happy Thanksgiving to you anyway. Maybe it's going to get better. Brandon Marshall for the Seahawks to 99. Thunder and Lightning, Kansas City Chiefs. Rookie wave for the Panthers. Yeah, see, did I start mine too late tonight? And that's why you jumped in that other one first, right? Would you guys prefer to do them earlier on new release nights? Because, I mean, I could list earlier and break earlier on new release nights if we wanted to. Sam Darnold coming out for those Jets, the New York Jets, with a nice hit. It's hard to kind of know where to have a break settle in because of the time zone differences, of course. So 10 o'clock Eastern, that's only 6 o'clock Pacific, and then, of course, you've got all the time zones in between. So it's difficult to know what is the right or the best time to do it where everyone has access to it. So I kind of I settled in, I don't know, a year or so ago, and we stuck kind of mostly to 10. Tyreek Hill, Kansas City Chiefs, accolades relic. Although certainly we do vary from time to time. Denzel Ward and the Browns, that is numbered to 49. With your little purple parallel there. And he's an excellent player. I think he gets lost a little bit on the fact that the Browns struggle some. I think he doesn't maybe get quite as much recognition as he should. But I think Denzel Ward has been playing what I saw of him play very well. Now, granted, I don't get the Browns games in my market all the time or even very often, but I get them some. And I've been watching them this year when I get the opportunity because I kind of like that young core that they have up there now. And now that the coach is gone, I think that helps their case. I don't think he was doing them any favors up there in Cleveland. Oh, well, that's a good deal. He had some unsold teams that you were able to pick up. Yeah, man. Sometimes that'll bring you good mojo. Sometimes it works exactly like that. You've seen it work here that way lots of times. Team doesn't sell and someone offers to pick it up, and it works out that they hit something nice out of it. Playoff Heroes, Kurt Warner. And that was an air command for the Bengals in behind it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have hit. Justin Watson, numbered to 50 for Tampa Bay. Oh, Martin. Martin says that never works out for him when he picks up a team. You have had a bad run with that lately, Martin. We do have to get that sorted out for you next time. Get that headed in the right direction. That was J.J. Nelson to 99 for the Cardinals. Thunder and Lightning, Chargers. Matt Ryan for the Falcons. Seahawks, Thunder and Lightning. A rookie wave, Anthony Miller for the Bears. Chicago. I have not heard from Corey lately, Buckeye. He was in here about... oh, I don't know, guys. What was it? Maybe a week or 10 days ago. There's our third redemption. And he did a couple breaks and said at that point, I think he was still considering maybe coming down to the lower 48 for some portion of the winter because it would be easier on him. But I don't know. I haven't seen him a lot lately. He says he's been trying to buy in. That's to 99. But that he gets outbid. And so I think he probably just got frustrated with that. And I don't know. So he's been bidding, I guess, in other places. But when he was in here last, he seemed like he was still having some problems but doing better. And talking about coming down to the lower 48 for part of the winter. So... number to 25, that is Marvin Jones Jr. and the Lions. That's the Eagles and the Saints. I actually sent him a message yesterday because I thought he would probably be interested in that Leaf Greatest Hits. He likes the Leaf Greatest Hits breaks, and I thought he might want in on that, but I haven't. I might have sent it to his wrong email. I know there's one he told me he doesn't use anymore, and I'm not sure which one I saved, so I could have sent it to the wrong one. I don't know. All right, we've got 3 boxes left to go. After we look at this last little bunch that's in my hand here. So we're 7 down, 3 to go. We're almost 7 down, close to 7 down. Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs, Accolades Relic. So rookie wave, Josh Allen for the Bills. Jamon Moore, I'm surprised that's not signed. That is numbered to 49 for the Packers. I mean, he's the one that's just been prolific. I mean, the guy must have signed 500,000 of those stickers at the start of the year. For the Carolina Panthers, it is DJ Moore, turning pro insert with a relic. So 3 redemptions and 1 points card so far, all up there, sitting and waiting on us in our housekeeping area. Buckeye, you are right. J-Dot indeed. Jamon Moore and that terrible signature. Where it's just, well, very accurately described by Buckeye for Fun as a J and a dot. It's just a tear. It's the worst signature, I think, out of the whole rookie class. Although nobody's really got a great signature this year, but he's the worst, I think. Last year, I loved Taywan Taylor. His autograph is so, I mean, pretty is the only word I even know to use for it. His autograph is great. Rookie last year for the Titans, but I haven't seen anybody like that this year. Where you just look at it and think, oh yeah, that's a really nice looking signature. No, not so much this year. Russell Wilson and Josh Rosen on those inserts. Marshawn Lynch, numbered to 99 for the Raiders. Josh Rosen for the Arizona Cardinals. Wow, so we already pulled Darnold. Now we've pulled Rosen. And we've still got 3 redemptions up there, one of which could easily be Baker. Might be Baker. So no wonder we found a rewards point card. We're hitting some guys that are not as easy to hit all in one case so far. So that usually equals seeing a few more points come out. Matt Stafford, Lions. So far we've got just the one though, so fingers crossed that that will be the only one we have to worry with, maybe. Oh man, I'm tired tonight. I got up really early. Like, so much earlier. I stayed up later than I should have, and I got up earlier than I should have. But I was determined to get all that shipping out the door today. Which we did, but man, it was a task. But that will make it at least a little less stressful here for the holiday weekend with not all that sitting over my head. Thunder and Lightning for the Packers. Insert for the Cowboys there with the Air Command. Tyler Eifert to 99 for the Bengals. Thunder and Lightning Vikings. Air Command Steelers. Drew Brees and the Saints. Accolades relic. Believe that this is a Darius Geis rookie wave. Yeah. It was indeed. Ryan Izzo and the Patriots, numbered to 49. Playoff heroes for the Cowboys and the Patriots with the rookie wave, and Sony Michel. Anthony Miller and the Bears, that is numbered to 99. Jeff is here. Hi, Jeff. That's your Josh Rosen, huh? Not too shabby, my friend. Not too shabby at all. Finally, we hit a Contenders. Woohoo! And it is Kalen Ballage for the Dolphins, and it is numbered to 24. So now I'm feeling a little happier. Told you guys I really wanted to hit a Contenders or an Optic or both. So now I'm feeling a little happier. We've got a Contenders, at least. Autograph for the Dolphins, and low numbered. So kind of digging that one. That'll be one you could probably flip around and sell pretty quickly, since you've got a month before Contenders comes out, a little over a month. You have a question. Your neighbor has cards he wants to sell, 50,000 cards. He's thinking $200, 80s and early 90s, all sports. Well, you are correct in that there were a lot of cards in that time frame. There were a lot, and of course that was, you know, going to be pre-days of autographs and relics and that sort of stuff. So at that point you were chasing mostly rookie cards and whatnot. I mean, honestly, it just depends on what it is that you want to do with them. So if it's just, you know, you're building out a personal collection and you just want to fill in some gaps or something, it's probably well worth it, other than having, you know, to not have to chase down individual cards. But if you're looking to buy it and then make money from it, that might be tough. You'd have to find definitely a lot of rookies that were, you know, worth at least $5 or $10 a card. And I don't know. It's a little dicey. And if it's all sports, I mean, well, see, now that's a different thing too, because there are some things you could pull out. Basketball, for instance, there's some basketball you could pull out of there that could potentially be very nice, but it depends. I mean, it's just hard to say on that. But definitely, for sure, that is a time frame when stuff was mass-produced. You might want to pick up, just pick up like a Beckett guide. Even take a look at any one of those. You could even get like Sports Card Monthly and just take a look at, pick out a handful of cards that he's got and take a look at the values, and that might give you some idea of what it would take to recoup your investment if you were looking to resell it versus plugging, you know, the holes in your own collection, which is a totally different matter. Accolades T.Y. Hilton and the Colts with a relic. Robbie Anderson /25 for the Jets. But what does that work out to be per card? Did you happen to figure that out by chance? I'm terrible with math in my head, especially like big math, which, you know, most people are like, that's not big math. To me, it is. To divide $200 by 50,000 in my head, I'm not good at. Mark Andrews and the Baltimore Ravens with an autograph. A Turning Pro Sam Darnold relic. So you've got your Darnold autograph. Now you've got your Darnold relic to go alongside here for the Jets. Ray McLeod, numbered /10 for the Buffalo Bills. Nice low number on Ray. Seahawks, Thunder and Lightning, a rookie wave Darnold for the Jets. Ezekiel Ansah /99 for the Lions. The Bengals, Thunder and Lightning, and Anthony Miller, rookie wave for the Bears. The Tennessee Titans and Derrick Henry /99, Thunder and Lightning Falcons. Lamar Jackson, rookie wave. Of course, the Ravens, the Chiefs, Thunder and Lightning. That was a rookie wave for, was it the Browns? Was that the Broncos? It was the Broncos, Bradley Chubb, sorry. I was looking ahead. One was Bradley Chubb there, and then Nick Chubb here. So this is a little autograph for the Browns with your running back Nick Chubb, who's been looking pretty good lately. So nice hit if you've got the Browns. You've been trying to find Brett Favre when he played for the Falcons, for a friend in Wisconsin. Yeah, I haven't priced that. I don't know what that brings. That's the Jags. And I guess this guy, his deal is what? He wants to just sell all or nothing. In other words, he doesn't want to sort through it and see if he's got what you want. He just wants them all to go away. Is that right? But chances are, if he's got 50,000 cards, he's probably knows the value of cards pretty well. And my guess is if there was anything in there worth a lot of money, he probably would have already taken it out of there, or he would be asking more money for it, you know? So it's not like if you stumbled upon, say, an estate sale or a yard sale where somebody doesn't know the value and they've got 50,000 cards for $200 and you can flip through it and be like, oh yeah, you know, so that would be my take on it. Yeah, so that's, I just imagine if there's anything of a real high value or even, probably even middle ground value has probably been taken out of it. So this is our last box. So you know what that means. It's the last box mojo time. It's not the last box of the case, but it's the last box of this half of the case. And we're going to finish this case up on Saturday night. So half number 1 tonight, half number 2 on Saturday night. And this is all the playoff that I ordered. I just had pre-ordered only one case because I thought, oh, there's so much coming out with Prism Basketball, Playoff, Rookies and Stars, Immaculate. I thought, yeah, we'll break this one case, and then after I break through a couple of those other things, I'll order some more like a week or so down the road. But yeah, you guys know the deal. I won't be ordering in a week or so down the road because they don't have it anymore. You are asking about that Topps Chrome Sapphire. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I just have the 3 boxes of it. And that's all I ordered. And I don't really know why I only ordered 3 boxes of it. I don't know if that's... I don't know why I chose 3. That would be unlike me to have chosen just 3. I would normally have gotten like 6 or something. But for whatever reason... Oh, no. Look at that. 1 of 1 Anthony Miller for the Bears. Oh, man, that kind of breaks my heart for you. Because I know you were saying that was making you so sad that you bought the Bears in the other break and you wanted the Anthony Miller, and there it is. Anthony Miller, 1 of 1. But if you have the Bears tonight, well, my heart doesn't break for you if you have the Bears tonight, because that is a hit. That's a big-time hit. I know, Buckeye, I'm sorry. He's like typing in, no. Gesicki to 49 for the Dolphins. So anyway, to answer your question about the Topps Chrome Sapphire, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. I do have Topps Chrome Jumbo and some Topps Chrome Hobby that I found. That's to 99. That was loose boxes hanging around along with a lot of other loose box stuff. So I'm going to do the chrome in some sort of mixer. I have not yet decided if it's going to be like a Chrome Hobby Sapphire mixer, or if I'll do like Jumbo Hobby Sapphire, or if I'll do all the Jumbo together and then all the Hobby together and then all the Sapphire together. I don't know. I just haven't quite wrapped my head around how I want to do it yet. But I set it on the table to remind me to do it. Bo Scarborough, number 225 for the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, Martin, that 1 of 1 is yours for the Bears? Well, that is, see, you do get some good mojo, man. It just doesn't show up right on those teams that you pick up on second chance. But it still comes your way, okay? So it's still, mojo's still taken care of, yeah. He has sealed boxes with the gum still in the pack. Yeah, that would be nasty. Don't chew that gum. This is Josh Rosen, Arizona Cardinals Turning Pro Relic. Martin, I would say that does make your night. That would make my night, too, if I pulled that card that you just pulled. So, yeah, that was a nice hit, friend. That is a nice one. Numbered to 99, Dylan Cantrell and the Chargers. And all in all, I'd say this half's been pretty good. I mean, we got the 1 of 1. We've hit a Contenders autograph. We've hit Rosen and Darnold. We've still yet to see who's on our 3 redemptions. I'm pretty pleased with this half case at this moment in time. Can't wait to see what's going to be in the other half. Usually if one half's good, the whole case is good, typically. Have I got a card stuck to that? No. Yes. Like, that didn't look right to me. It's because there's a card stuck to it. Let's try that one more time. T.Y. Hilton accolades for the Colts with that relic, and stuck to him originally was a Richard Sherman Hidden Gems. James, we have already completed the Prism basketball break. That was our first up tonight. This is numbered to 25, Emmanuel Sanders and the Broncos. So there are going to be a couple of ways that you can watch that break. After this break finishes, there will be YouTube will archive a version of this break, and that's usually available to watch fairly soon after the break finishes. And all it's going to say is just live stream. It'll say Leader of the Pack Breaks live stream or whatever, but of course it'll be the most recent one. They do process it, whatever that means. So sometimes it's not available immediately after the break ends, but usually, you know, within an hour or so, I think it would be. The other option is sometime within the next 24 hours, I will upload the recorded version, and you could watch that, and that one will have today's date on it. So it would say eBay 11/21/18, because that's the date of the break and the day everything ended on eBay, etc. The only difference in what YouTube archives and what I upload is that I add the tags and titles. So you'll be able to go back and watch it either of those ways, just right here on the same YouTube channel. So we're going to give away a 400 points card here in a few minutes, and I'll take you along with when we do it. Basically, I'll just copy all of our team names from the spreadsheet, paste them into random.org. We'll hit random one single time, and whoever comes out in that number one position after we randomize will get that. But first, we've got some redemptions to take a look at. Kerryon Johnson comes out for the Lions. We will go to the Panini website, of course, and we will verify the teams for these so that you don't have to just take my word for it. The second out is indeed Baker Mayfield. This has been an excellent half of the case, man. Rosen, Darnold, Mayfield, Kerryon. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. The 1 of 1, Anthony Miller for the Bears. I'm digging this case right now. And another Baker Mayfield. Wow. And you already had the Nick Chubb and Denzel Ward, didn't you? Or was Denzel Ward just numbered? Either way, the Browns just put themselves right over the edge into an excellent break after we flipped those redemptions. So let's head over here to the Panini website and get these all nice and verified up. Of course, we're still in the basketball from that we used a while ago, so let me go set up here for football and see what we can get going. What card set were these? They were all rookie autographs, right? Yeah, all rookie autographs. Rookies, no, there, rookies autographs. Okay. So, card number 217 is Kerryon Johnson. There he is, Lions. It's an unnumbered. If it were numbered, there would be right there where it says sequence and it's blank. If these were numbered, it would say what they were numbered to in that spot. And then, of course, you see up there at the top the Baker Mayfield card number 202. You can clearly see that he is a Cleveland Brown. So now let's take care of our rewards point card. So of course I'm just copying all of our team names here from the spreadsheet, and we're going to go back over here, get ourselves to random, and I'm going to paste all 32 teams in here. I will do random one single time. Whatever team ends up in the number one position after I hit randomize will get that points card. So we're scrolling through right here so that everyone can see that all 32 teams were copied and pasted in there. Good luck to everybody, and we end up with the Saints. The New Orleans Saints taking home the 400 points card. And now we're going to recap. Buckeye, you're going to take off, huh? Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, too. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm sorry, though, that happened to you with your Browns. I mean, your Bears. I know that's a bummer, man, when you have that happen. I am sorry about that. But, yes, I agree with you, Buckeye, for fun. It was a nice half case. And, Martin, you did do well choosing the right-hand side of the case because it fairly well smoked. You did. It's a smoking hot half. 400 points awarded to the Saints using random.org. One of 2 Baker Mayfield autographs that came out for the Browns as a redemption. And then, of course, the Kerryon Johnson autograph out for the Lions as well. Then we have numbered 250, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Justin Watson. The Chiefs with a Tyreek Hill relic. The Sam Darnold out for the Jets. Kalen Ballage and the Dolphins. Turning pro relic Panthers. Turning pro relic Anthony Miller and the Bears. The New Orleans Saints accolades relic. The Colts accolades relic. Turning pro Cardinals relic. The nice Bo Scarborough /25 for the Cowboys. And the star of the show, at least of the live stuff that we have in our hands, in our hot little hands, is an Anthony Miller 1 of 1 for the Bears, which, let's face it, is pretty awesome. Nick Chubb out for the Browns as well. Turning pro Sam Darnold and the Jets relic. Mark Andrews autograph for the Ravens. Indianapolis Colts T.Y. Hilton accolades relic. We did manage to get ourselves a Contenders football early preview autograph, Kalen Ballage and the Dolphins, and it's numbered to 24. New Orleans Saints Drew Brees relic. A Matt Stafford relic for the Lions. Nice Josh Rosen came out for the Arizona Cardinals. The Panthers with a DJ Moore relic. The Chiefs with a Travis Kelce relic. The Giants hit with Kyle Lauletta. Numbered to 75, David Njoku for the Browns. San Francisco 49ers, Dante Pettis relic. Royce Freeman autograph for the Broncos. Dalvin Cook relic for the Vikings. The Broncos have a Cortland Sutton relic. Oh, I'd forgotten about this one already. Shaquem Griffin comes out with an autograph for the Seahawks. Mitch Trubisky. Why does that say Broncos? That's a typo. Look at that. Do you guys see that? That's a typo. I didn't notice that the first time. It says Mitch Trubisky Broncos on the front. Obviously Bears on the back, and obviously we know he is a Bear. So that actually, you have a card with a typo on it for the Bears and that Mitch Trubisky. Robbie Anderson and the Jets with an autograph. Carson Wentz and the Eagles with a relic numbered to 250. The Miami Dolphins, Mike Gesicki. A Derek Carr Raiders relic numbered to 50. A Kareem Hunt Chiefs relic. A Joe Flacco relic for the Baltimore Ravens. And the Eagles with Dallas Goedert. So that is our break of a half case of playoff football tonight. That is the last of the stuff we're breaking tonight. But what we're going to do now is put up spreadsheet information for anybody who might have missed it. Who might have missed it earlier. Meanwhile, you get to take a look there, down there at the floor where I throw all my wrappers and all that kind of stuff. That was fun, wasn't it? Mr. Toad's Wild Ride there. I managed to hit the cord. That is always fun when you hit the cord on the camera and sent it flying. Woohoo! So, for anybody who missed it earlier, this is what you need to know. Shipping for this stuff out the door on or before Monday. And, you know, it might get out the door before Monday, but honestly, guys, with this being a holiday and family obligations and stuff coming up, I cannot promise you it will be out the door before Monday, but I'm definitely, it would be no later than Monday. And that's for both of the breaks that we had tonight. Then, coming up in the nights ahead, You know, tomorrow night, guys, we're doing both of those mixers. It is the Elite Extra Edition Longevity Baseball Mixer with boxes from 2015, 16, 17. That does not have the same content as Elite Extra Edition hobby boxes. So please, please make sure that you check that out before you bid. You read and see what's in those boxes so that we're all clear on that sort of thing. We're also going to do a Leaf football mixer, and that's going to be a lot of fun. You guys know Leaf has mostly on-card autographs, and it's going to be all their different products from 2018, or most of them. You know, Ultimate Draft, Metal Draft, Valiant, Flash, all those Leaf products represented in there. So it'll be 12 boxes of cards, and then the one box of Leaf mini helmet. All the details on that are also going to be found in the listing description. On Friday, Immaculate Football comes out. We'll open a case of that and a full 12-box case of Prism Basketball. So that'll be a long break on Friday night. Saturday night, we'll just open the 10-box second half of this case of Playoff Football. Sunday night will be an off night. Monday night will be Immaculate Football, and Monday is the release date of Rookies and Stars. So we will be opening some 2018 Rookies and Stars football on Cyber Monday as well. So that's what we look like in the days ahead. The direct breaks, once again, if anybody's interested in these, you can hit me up in eBay messages, hit me up in chat. You can send me an email to leaderofthepackbreaks@gmail.com if you're interested in either of them. These are the ones that are not listed on eBay. We sell them out by way of chat and messages. So the Bowman Chrome from 2017, those are mini sets. The complete mini sets will be given out by random. We're going to be breaking the little mini refractor parallels that come packaged with those. It's 30 per box, so it'll be 120 of those little mini refractor parallels in total. $40 a spot gets you 2 teams, so there's 15 teams we're selling, and that's all in, shipping included, etc. And then the other one, of course, is our Leaf Greatest Hits Basketball, and that one is $100 a spot, 2 teams per spot, and of course, buyback product. Usually some pretty high-end hits in it, and then I'm adding a box of 16, 17 grand reserve in with it. So I guess that has got us all covered for tonight. I think my camera, I've just messed my little camera like all up probably when I knocked it on the floor. Who knows what we're going to see when we switch back, but well, it's not too bad. It's a little bit crooked or whatever, but considering I tossed it right in the floor and it was hanging by the cord, it could have been worse. All right, so Lashman, I will invoice you for that team you picked up and get that taken care of. And Lucas, you're out of here. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope you enjoy your turkey and your football tomorrow. I know I will. And then we'll be back at it tomorrow night starting at 10 o'clock. So hopefully we'll see some or all of you hanging around then. In the meantime, happy holidays. See you next time. Bye now.